could wear the mask.
I am your father.
Get over here!
This is the way.
Purchase your tracks today.
Iron Man.
Alright guys, welcome back to the house that Retro built. This is the Retro Toy Closet. And we are hot off of a very fast 2-day delivery coming from Hong Kong. Toys Wonderland, thank you for a change. Like, it's been a headache with a lot of these companies overseas, but they got this thing to me literally, you might as well say 2 days, because it was like getting sent out, you know, Saturday, and then here it is. It just popped up on Monday, and I was like surprised I even got it. But it is SooSoo Toys' third-party attempt at making the Cajun card dealer, aka Remy LeBeau, aka Gambit, the 1990s Jim Lee style X-Men character, who had the mutant powers of basically creating energy into objects that he could explode. It definitely was a character I wanted. Really loved this character as a kid growing up, reading the comic books. I even have some of his #1 issues still, like, heavily boarded up, wrapped, like, not going to be open, like, mint condition. So when I heard this release was coming out, I definitely jumped all on it. Definitely wanted to be a part of this one right here. It is a limited edition item, as they have the sticker on the top of the box. Supposedly, it has been numbered to 450 total pieces. So, if that holds to be true, I kind of have a feeling this is going to be a pretty sought-after figure, and I'm going to be sitting on a nice little collectible item that there won't be many made of, and I hope they do not go back and re-release it like a lot of these companies do for their own personal greed. But anyhow, that front artwork, oh my god, that's just amazing. I can literally sit here and just look at that front art box. SST028 is the model number that they're giving this one. Cajun card dealer. On the back you got all your warnings, notices. Nothing special on the other sides. But that right there, that's crazy. So what we're going to do is go ahead and slide this top cover off. And I want you guys to check out the slip cover, like the artwork they did. I don't even know who the artist was that did this work for them, but it's just amazing. But check this out. Okay, and here's the inside slip cover. Another shot of Remy LeBeau throwing his kinetically charged cards out with his bow staff in his hand. Very nice looking art image. Just the artwork alone, just off the front cover and this slip cover. That's enough to get anybody excited if you're an X-Men fan of the classic 90s Jim Lee style. So we slide that down, and right there you see the man himself, Remy LeBeau. So I'm going to go ahead and pause it, get that little fussy plastic tray out of the way, and show you everything that he comes with. Okay, and here we have it. Remy LeBeau himself. Oh my goodness. Like, this thing is phenomenal. Like the paint apps, spot on. I was a little worried at first in the beginning. I thought they were going to try to make it too cartoony. I was honestly worried that was going to happen, but they did not do that. They actually added some realism to them, but in the way they did it, where it's like you still get some comic type inspiring from it. This figure just looks amazing. Like, the eyes, they are freaking... Let me see how close I can get on these eyes. Like, you guys don't understand how good this thing looks. Like, look at that. That looks realistic as hell for him having red pupils, and oh my goodness. And then it's just like the paint apps itself on his face is just like perfectly painted. It's not too light. It's not too overdone. You know, his hair, like, that's freaking crazy. And then the cool thing about his hair is if you don't want to go with this style right here, it basically comes off with a magnet. You know, I did have one of my buddies, I was messaging him, and he told me his magnet was not intact. So that's the first thing he had to do is re-glue it. First time ever, I've gotten lucky, and doesn't look like I need to do any of that. So there you go. So you got to lightly pull it apart, just to slide it down past his ears. And you can have Remy LeBeau with his hair down, if you like. I think me personally, I'm going to leave it up, because that was always the style of Gambit in the comics, plus on the animated cartoon that I used to watch back in the 90s. Definitely loved it. Yeah, that does look cool. But like I said, I'm just going to stick with the OG look. And those magnets are pretty damn strong. They're holding it very well. I really don't see no reason that it should be coming off. Like, yeah. But it's just like the weathering details on this jacket. Unbelievable. For a third-party company to come in and do something like this. Like, I know Sideshow had their version that came out. I think it was like maybe a few months prior to this one actually getting the okay to go into pre-order. And the Sideshow one looked good, but then it was just some of the paint apps I was not happy about. And this one right here took all the worries away. You know, it spot on. That is, if Gambit was a live action character that we could actually get on the movies, this is what he would look like. And it looks good. And he has a split cut boot design. So, yeah. That's about as high up as his legs are going to go. You're not going to get too much of a split out of them. But with that split cut boot design, you should be able to get some nice little, you know, ankle pivots to get a nice little balance for him. He does have a double bend in the wrist. And as you can tell, he got some nice detail on his gloves. But he also comes with, look at that, what we got, 4 extra sets of hands that he comes with. And surprisingly, these things are very well detailed. Like, SooSoo, you guys did an amazing job, and I'm very happy and proud to say that I helped back this one right here. Being a part of that 450 people that were able to get this one. Just don't make us a liar. Just stick to the 450 and don't make any more. Please don't. But then these kinetic energy effects, holy cow. These things are so cool. Like, oh my goodness. It's like the detail. It is a flexible one, so it does have a little play in it, but I wouldn't recommend trying to push down or bend on it too much. It looks like it kind of has like these little slots right here that you can place some of these playing cards in, which let me show you how they come. This is the only thing that kind of worries me because it is a limited number item. So you got this full sheet right here of playing cards. Me personally, I don't really want to pop the cards off of this. I really don't. So my Gambit, as much as I hate to say it, he may not be rocking any cards. Unless I could find some on eBay. Maybe I'll try to do that. Find some 6 scale playing cards. And I can throw those in his hand. I really don't want to damage these. With this being a limited production item. Because the detail on these cards are pretty freaking good. Just like a real playing card. All the details, all the way down to the kings and the queens. And the joke is like, wow. Okay. Then we also get this famous energy effect of his. That's weird. It doesn't really have like slots or anything. So I guess you just lay the cards on there or use tape. I don't know. It's kind of weird. But this piece right here actually attaches to his hand because that's his hand right there. His hand all kinetic colored and changed, so you could almost have it where it's like he's throwing them from his right hand. So definitely a cool piece right there. It all depends on how you want to display it. Me, more than likely, I will not be displaying it with the kinetic energies. I'm gonna probably take some photos with that. But, wow, unbelievable. And I'm not even gonna lie, I did get worried at first because when I was going through this at first, I was like, how are they making a Gambit without a bow staff? When I was looking at this bottom tray, but what they did is up under your dynamic flight pole, you have Mr. LeBeau's staff. And it is not die cast. First and foremost, it's not die cast, but it is a very detailed plastic bow staff. And it looks like it has like the proper thickness for his hand and everything, so it's like we shouldn't have any problems with it sliding around or being too heavy. That's the one thing a lot of people got to realize is sometimes you don't want these items in die cast because it gets too heavy, the weight on their hands, and then you're weakening your joints. But yeah, okay, so we do have a bow staff, so I'm definitely leaving that out. You get your waist grabber, which it is not lined with any padding, and me personally, I do not want to put this on the jacket. It is like a nice pleather jacket, but it kind of has that feeling to me without any padding on here. It could leave some creasing, quite possibly damage on that jacket. Then of course you get the classic SooSoo toy style base with that whole oh man, what do they call it? It's just like that metal plating effect with the X-Men logo in the middle. Same that we got with Quicksilver, and then even the whole X-Men line that they had came out with a few years back. Same style. But then down here on the bottom tray, you also get, now remember, you got 4 sets of hands on the top tray, but on this bottom tray, you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 kinetic style charged hands. So you literally could have his hands looking like he's ready to throw some stuff around. And yeah, very solid look, clean. Like, I'm honestly blown away by this figure. It was delayed. I think it's been almost like 4 months that it's been delayed, but it's finally here. We have him, Remy LeBeau. I'm excited. Like, definitely gonna have some fun with this one. And yeah, I think this is gonna be a pretty quick review right here because, believe it or not, guys, we got a lot of stuff coming in the next few days. Literally, we had, 3 of them pop up just over this weekend. So, we're putting this one out first, the Cajun car dealer. So, stick around like we always tell you to do. Wait to the end. Check out the little mini photo session that we like to do. Like, comment, and subscribe. And we'll see you in the next video. Stay retro.